Hello YouTube, this is Eckdog here. Welcome to Eckdog's Corner, where we go over all things gaming. Today we're going to be talking about Lord of the Rings Online. One of the things we're going to do today is we're just going to go and give you a brief tour of the city of Bree. For those of you familiar with Lord of the Rings Online, this is the main city that currently players reside in when they are not questing. And we will go over all the reasons why you should hang out in Bree. So, let's go do that. This is my main character. This is Elixarian. He's my level 46 hunter. And we will go over all the good things here. First of all, here we are at the West Gate in Bree. So I'm going to mount up on my horse here. Alright, as we go through the West Gate, you can see that all these nice players are here, and it lags out my computer. So, we got a mailbox here. Mailboxes are important for whenever you receive mail in the game. Players can send each other mail. And you can send mass kinship mail, any auctions you win or receive through there. Right here is the Stable Master. He's who you talk to if you want to go anywhere. So you right-click on him, and it brings up all the destinations that you can currently go to. Any of them, for example, this one is not a fast travel, but it costs me 90 copper based on my standing with the current people. If you ever want to check your standing, just hit the C button, go to reputation, and then hit the C button again, and as you see, it'll show you your standing with every current person, every current faction. And based on your standing, it's based on the prices you pay over here on these travels. Now there's two types of travel in most cases. Sometimes you can go to the same place twice, but what it is one of them is where you ride the horse the whole time and you watch it on your screen, and the other is known as a fast travel. Now, a lot of the fast travels have this particular horse in front of it. Now, that's not always the case, but usually when you see that little picture of a horse icon, that means swift travel. So that if you see that, that means it's going to take you there instantly. Alright. So enough of that. And if you ever need to buy something, you can buy writs online in the Lord of the Rings Online store. And they're meager prices, depending on how worth it is to you. Alright, so that's that. Over here, this is an important building. The first major stop we come to is the Bree Town Vault. If you ever want to look any of this up, all you have to do is hit your M button, and it will bring up a map for you. And on this map, it'll show all these neat little icons, which when you hover over them, it explains what it does. So, we're going to start here in Bree, and we're just going to go take a quick circle. So this is the vault right here. And the importance of the vault is you go in there, and it's where you can store all your stuff, because your inventory bags can only hold so much. Now, if you're a free-to-play member, you get 3 bags. If you chose to pay that extra so much a month with a $100 a year fee, then you get those extra 2 bags that are so coveted. On top of that, you get the ability to open your vault.
There.
Now every player gets 30 storage slots, whether you're VIP or not. I have chosen to buy more, so I currently have up to 120. And you see I have all my various things sorted out. My woodworking, my gems if I have any. You know, I just keep them all nice, and here's all my cosmetic items. One of my instruments. And then you got your wardrobe, which is self-explanatory. Importance of this is you can own cool items on one character, put it in the wardrobe, and then all your characters can wear that item on their cosmetics. Shared storage, I don't currently have any. It is important, though, for things such as this here. This here, the Universal Toolkit. The Universal Toolkit's a really neat item from the LOTRO store. It costs 150 turbine points. And what it is instead of buying or making all the coolest tools, this here gives you the highest % chance, and it's a substantially rated tool. So this one item works for all forms of crafting. And you can buy one for each character, or every day when you log off your character, you can put it in your shared storage, and that way no matter what character you log on with, you can log on and get this little item here. Or you can just, if you're rich, you can buy it on all of your characters. So the shared storage is good when it comes for things like that. Plus, you, in some cases, can pass items down from character to character. Alright, so that's your vault. Nice here, you got several vault keepers, and there's several doors. We came in through the side door, so we're going to go ahead and leave through the front door. Again, you see there's 2 mailboxes in here. They make them nice and readily available. Also, a recent addition was an auctioneer, so you can now sell and buy things without having to run all over town, because they try to make things as good for the player experience as they can. Now, Bree is a bustling place, so mind you that your frame rates may be low while you're here, your computer may lag, and your internet may lag, just due to the fact that there's a lot of information cycling through your computer. Alright, so our quest will continue. We're going to go down the main roads, and then we'll cover all the side streets. See, as you can see, even my good computer is lagging. Alright, so now here's one of the crafting areas, one of the very minor ones, but you know, you can do various things here. For those of you who do crafting, there's your forges and your workbench, and yeah. Over here, here's a place a lot of people have to look for, but this is the grocer. She's also needed on some of the quests and for various other things, but here she sits right in front of her house. So when you see the thing to talk to Lily Sandheaver, remember she's the grocer just south of the West Gate. And she sells all kinds of various items. Very important stuff. You know, this is a good place to get traveling rations. Those are important for fast travel. As you can see, they did a very good job with the aesthetic look of Bree. It's a warming, inviting city. It's got that good medieval look. If your graphics are capable of being turned all the way up, it is a very pleasant experience to just roam around Bree and see all the sights. So as you come up the road here, you come to the top where this is the famous Prancing Pony Inn. People like to sit here and play music. I will go over the ABC system and how music works later. Here's a theater stage. Various quests here. A lot of this is mostly aesthetic, but many players are hanging out here. You know, just getting things done. Yet another mailbox. Now here's a quick thing. Whenever you see one of these milestones around the world, this is where this little icon down here, it affects where you can, in Lord of the Rings, this is your milestone. It's similar to World of Warcraft's Hearthstone, where you just link your character somewhere and you can fast travel there once every hour. Well, all you have to do is hit where you want to, which is here, bind, and then it'll say, are you sure? I'm going to do it because I'm already stationed here. And you'll hear that nice little noise. And once you get that, you'll know that you are now bound. And that can be changed at any time based on wherever you are. Any milestone can be used for that. Alright, I apologize again for the lag, but Bree can just do that. And since I run on everything on highest graphics, it unfortunately is going to do that to me. Alright, now here's the inside of the Prancing Pony. Yet another place for a lot of players to just hang out. People do role-playing in here. What role-playing is, if you play Dungeons & Dragons or D20 Modern or any of those good tabletop games, is just the ability to use your imagination. To do that, you simply type /RP space on, and now it says you're role-playing. You'll know characters that are role-playing because their name will be in white. That means they're here to role-play. You got Barlaman Butterbur over here. He's the bartender. And he just sells various stouts, ales, foods, you know, some potions, various bar-related things, you know, traveling rations, some of the things travelers need. Most of these characters in here are just for the look. They may be needed for certain quests, but for the most part, they're just here to add to your experience. The barber's neat, because if you ever, during character creation, decided that, oh, now I don't like this look anymore, you can pay to have your eyes, you know, eyebrows, your details of your hair, hairstyle, hair color, all that changed. And it's meager prices. It's pretty neat. Over here, you have your minstrel trainer. If you're a minstrel, you can come here and be trained. And for all of those music aficionados out there, this is where you come and talk to the Bard of Bree, or the Bard of any city you're in. And two importances for this guy. You can either browse the shop, and if you have the ability, you can buy any one of these neat instruments here. Or, if you don't, you come and manage your traits, which are these, and you can equip traits. And those are just upgrades to your character that you earn over time, and for various accomplishments. And they make your character better at what he does. Alright, so this is the Prancing Pony. Really quick, we'll give you a quick tour of the back room. Alright, so there's just various other rooms here, entrances and exits. And for those of you who are always looking for Strider, because people are always lost, this is the room that Strider is in. I may not be able to go in there because I have no quest for that, but that is Strider's room. Oh, got caught. I apologize, my mouse is doing something crazy to me here. Luckily, I keep a spare. Alright, so, apologize for that. The little things in life. Alright, so this is the prancing pony. It's easy to get lost in here, especially when you're new to the game. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. It's always a good place to come to the places where you saw in the movie. It just makes you feel closer to the action. Alright, so now we approach down through town. We're going down the hill a bit. Alright, this place up ahead, to me, is the most important place in Bree, because this square here, you can accomplish everything you need to accomplish here. First of all, you have your task board, which are just extra quests, which usually require the picking up of furs, hides, various things, claws, eyeballs, ears, weapon tips, you know, weapon sheaths, broken swords, all those random items you see. I always just sell that stuff because it's worth a lot of money, but if you're looking to level as fast as possible, you turn them in for tasks. And you can only do tasks in a level appropriate area. So as you level up, you can no longer do tasks in a lower level area. That way it keeps that, you know, that base free for those players of that level. Alright, so continuing through the scare, you have a provisioner who sells various, you know, rations. You got your healer over here who sells various types of potions. Another supplier. And then up on this little stone platform over here, you got Second Watcher Heathrow, another person people have to refer to LOTRO Wiki for all the time. So whenever you need to find Second Watcher Heathrow, just come here. Alright. The next important thing is the training hall. Every character, no matter what class you are, has to train. If you don't have to, but if you want your character to be better, thus you come and train. And in the training hall, there is a trainer for every single class. Here's another bard. The only one I can talk to is the hunter trainer, so that's the one I'll talk to. And here, you go, you can either browse their shop, and they will sell things that pertain to you. You can manage your traits again, just like you could with the bard. Or, every so many levels,
hello there,
you gain active and passive hunter skills. Now if I uncheck this box, it's going to show all the things that I can't learn yet, but I will in the future. And I always keep that box checked to unclutter everything. Alright, so this is the training hall. So whenever you need to come train, you come here. Like I said, this square is the perfect place to be. And I will show you why in a second. Alright, so now if we mosey on down the street a bit, we're going to get to the crafting hall of Bree. And this right here is what makes this the perfect place to be. Even though we saw a Vault Keeper, which has an auctioneer in it, and that's very convenient, and there's provisioners everywhere and suppliers everywhere, but everything you need in the game can be found in this one room. Now, the one problem is, even, again, on my computer with my internet, it can be laggy. Nothing you can do about that, usually. I could tone down my graphics, but I don't like that. So, all the various trainers are in here for your professions. The first place you would go is to the Master of Apprentices, and you would pick an apprentice. I've already picked one. And then once you level up in that profession, you can then join one of those crafting guilds for said profession. And they're kind of neat. I'm already in a guild as well. Now, in here is a Vault Keeper, where you can access your vault, your shared storage, and your wardrobe. Also is an auctioneer, so that you can sell the things you're crafting or buy things for your crafting. So this is an all, yeah, this is like Walmart. It's a one-stop shop. You know, you come here and you can get anything you need. So, heading out. It's a very good environment. Many people aren't so social in here, but mainly because they're all here to buy, sell, and trade. And create their items, level up their crafting. Lord of the Rings Online really is the best and most social MMO I found. A lot of helpful and friendly people. As you continue on down, over here, we're coming to the Trader's Gate, as you saw on my screen. Oh man, the lag is terrible today. Alright, over here's the Mayor's office. This is where you come, where you'll get the official tour of Bree. Not the Eckdog tour, but the actual in-game tour for experience and reputation. Now the Mayor's office has changed in the few months since I've been playing the game. When you first walk in, here's the Clerk of Kinships, so if you want to start a kinship, you talk to him. Over here is the Notary. This is where you just pick a last name, and if you have a relationship, as you see, you can have 2 children, and those characters have to be of the right generation level, and I'll show you how to do that later. And you can have 1 parent. You can abandon them at any time to pick new ones. Alright, and then upstairs is the Mayor's office, where the Mayor is. Now he's who you talk to start the quest, and various other things. There you are, Mayor Green. Thank you. See, he has a really nice library. I wish you could have that in your house, because that's really nice. Alright, so this is the Mayor's office. His guards look really tired. Got a message from there. It's my sister's birthday today. Alright, so now throughout Bree, I'm not going to go into all these stores, but you have various vendors that sell things. Like here's one of the weapons and armor shops. They're not the same as player-made or quest weapons, but they will get you by, and in some cases they are very good weapons and armor. Alright, so sorry about that. Alright, so here we go. Here is one of the squares. Now this is the jail over here. Again, you don't really need to know that, but for the purposes of questing, that's the jail. So if it asks you to go to the jail, that's where you go. Now, as you saw, there was a west gate in Bree. And as there is a west gate, there is also a south gate. Now the west gate will cover most of the lands west and kind of north of Bree. So if you need to travel to a place west or north of Bree, you go to the west gate. If you need to travel to a place kind of east or south of Bree, you come to the south gate. And again, there's a mailbox here. There's another stable master. And when the various festivals are in season, there will be a second stable master specific to that festival. Right here now, this is the actual Bree Town auction hall. Now, as you've already seen, we've already come across 2 auctioneers. One in the vault building and one in the crafting hall. Well, here is the main auction hall. As you see, there's 2 more mailboxes, 3 auctioneers, side rooms with more auctioneers. Very busy place. So if you're just here for all selling all the time, there's the place to be. Now, as you come out, you're going to see this alley here. A lot of people have trouble finding this alley, but this is the alley you come to when you start getting reputation with the Men of Bree. You come to the hunting lodge back here, and you can buy special items that you couldn't normally buy. The only reason you're able to buy these items is because you earned. And so anyone who has this Men of Bree, when you see a character with a star above their head like that, that usually means they're a reputation item. And there's usually multiples because each one can sell a different level. Like when you first become, you know, allied, kindred, all the various levels all have various things you can buy. And this is inside of the hunting lodge. You know, nice. It's got furs and antlers and skins, and that's a really good. I actually like that. I think that's pretty cool. That picture window. Alright, so just to show you quick, they just sell cool things you can't buy anywhere else. You know, various loots and swords, and it gives you a reason to actually want to level up your reputation, because some people wouldn't, and now it gives you a reason to. It's not just leveling up for the sake of leveling up. Alright, one quick thing. When you ever see these campsite fires, for those of you who are a hunter, you can use that just like you have a milestone. You can link your character to a campsite fire, and that will allow you to return to that fire. And depending on the campsite fire, you can also return there as a fellowship. Alright, so we're going to take the side path out. Alright, so what we've done so far is we started here at the west gate. We came through and I showed you everything. We made our way down to the south gate, and now we went through this alleyway, and now we're going to make our way up, and we're going to hit the side streets and show you what's available there. Alright, so as you come, and a lot of the shops in Bree, the actual vendors, not player stuff, but just vendors, are over here. Here's another weapons and armor shop, which sells more different stuff. Oh, I'm taking you down the... See that? Even I get lost. There's a Y intersection there. Alright. A lot of this, like I said, is just for the aesthetic look, but I don't mind. It looks good all the same. Alright, so if you ever need to come to Arthroot's house for a quest, there's Arthroot's house. Alright, so here, right here, is Stone Quarter. There is the Low Bank Estate, again for quests if you need it. Here's Beggar's Alley. There's a quest that will send you down Beggar's Alley to go get some stuff. So much of Bree, again, is just for the look of it, but I honestly play games like this for the look of it. Here's the Old Stone Ruins for those of you who care. If you're ever questing and you come across a undamaged bear hide or something, there is the taxidermist, which you go in to get a neat little mount for your wall, a trophy. There's another weapons and armor shop. So this was just a basic tour of Bree, but it does what you need it to do. There's another front door for the vault. Alright guys, well, this was fun giving you a tour of the town. I really enjoyed it. If you ever have any questions, just please post them below, and I will do my best to answer. Tell me what you think of the video, and you have spent today with Elixarian Laraniath of Lothlorien. And this is Eckdog with Eckdog's Corner, and I bid you a good day. Signing out.